They sneak around my body, finding a place to hide. They love the bones that creak, especially at night. I won't be fooled by their mischief. They should think about who they're messing with. There's gremlins in the joints. They twist and they tumble, but they won't break me down. There's gremlins in the joints. They're sliding on my hips. They're swinging off my knees. There's gremlins in the joints, but they won't be stopping me.
Hello!
Hello.
Welcome, Jemski, to your podcast.
Welcome to Gremlins in the Joints podcast. I'm Jemski. I'm not joined with my mum this time. She's looks a bit different today.
Week I've started vaping.
And she's lost a northern accent.
I'm a bit stressed, Jemski. I've started vaping. And on top of the crippling arthritis, I don't know what to do. Why have I gone Scottish?
I don't know. She's from Manchester.
Oh, my grandfather was from Manchester.
Right, so do
See,
that
what
accent.
a lovely segue. I can't, he's dead.
Oh no.
I've got nothing to
Well-
compare it to. I have to get the home videos out.
If you can't tell, this is going to be a completely different vibe from the other episodes of this podcast. Enjoy.
I feel like it may be quite chaotic, but
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. So, how's your crippling illness?
Still crippling. Well, let's see. Since the last episode, I have started a new medication. Was taken off of the old one because it was affecting my liver.
I think you told me about that.
I did.
Unless there have been multiple, yeah, fair
No.
enough.
Yeah, I've told you about this. Currently, though, I'm not on any medications because of a UTI, because I can't take them when I have any sort of infection, and GPs aren't always very helpful.
No, GP does stand for Giga. But fun fact, I'm one of the only men that I know who has had a UTI, and I had no idea what it was. I was just like, weeing is hard. It's horrible.
Yeah, yeah, but it's just annoying because I'm basically trying to like chase them and ask them, has it cleared yet, so I can go back on my medications, and they're like, well,
Maybe. Who knows?
so
Bloody doctors.
until then, I'm sort of on a rotation of ibuprofen and paracetamol, so I can
Jesus
function.
Christ, that's awful.
So I'm not in pain.
I mean, surely you are, though. It's just this like
Yeah,
over-the-counter
Just
medication.
not as much.
Although I remember, like, years and years ago when I lived with my friend Andrew. He's a lovely guy, very weird. I was like, I had the worst headache ever, and I was like, dude, do you have any painkillers? And it was during COVID, so I was reluctant to leave the house.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, here you go, man, and just gave me some codeine. And I was like, I'm not taking that, Andrew. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I'll be honest,
You're trying to sedate me.
I get a bit funny. I don't know why, but I get a bit funny about taking like too many like painkillers and tablets anyway. So the fact that I'm actually doing the rotation of paracetamol and ibuprofen is like a lot for me anyway. And says that I'm struggling, but it's fine. It's just, you know, life of a cripple. But I am kind of terrified to like take anything stronger than those. So
Fair enough. I don't think I've ever been on a painkiller stronger than like paracetamol,
yeah, no, neither have
if I'm
I.
honest. I mean, I've had paracetamol plus, but that's just got caffeine in.
Yeah, so it's supposed to like get in your system quicker, basically.
I know for ages I was like, why the hell, like, when you feel horrible and you've got cold, why the hell are you having a paracetamol with like a bit of energy drink in it?
Yeah.
And so one day I
Well,
googled it.
well, see, the thing is, I then wonder if I like counteract that caffeine sometimes because, well, if you didn't know, I'm a child and I'm terrible at drinking water. So then I'm
I'm
like,
quite bad at that too, to be
so then
fair.
I'm taking these like if it is like the paracetamol with the caffeine in it, I'm then taking these with like Fanta or something. I'm like, doesn't this does this
I,
add on to the caffeine or like?
I don't know. I've thought about that too. Because, like, what if you had it with sparkling water?
Yeah.
What the fuck is sparkling water? Water
Uh.
with a fizz. Who wants that? That's disgusting. It's like Whiz Pop from the Big
Hmm.
Friendly Giant.
It always like unless you get like the flavored fizzy water, it always tastes awful as well.
It tastes of nothing but fizz. Who
Yeah.
who wants who wants that? Psychopath. Jesus Christ.
Depressed people.
Well, to be fair, the only time I've ever had sparkling water, my dad gave me a bottle of it without telling me what it was when I was little, and I thought it was just water, so I had a big swig, and I was like, "Oh!"
Yeah.
Like the first time I ever had a roast parsnip, I thought it was a roast potato, and I was so surprised.
Oh no, you must have been so disappointed when you actually had a
I
potato then. You're like,
I
this isn't
hate
as
I
sweet.
hated I hate no I hated roast parsnips for ages because I thought it was a potato and
Oh,
it tasted wrong. But now I like them. I've grown. I've evolved.
you've matured. Well,
I've adapted. Have
so
you ever had any issues with foods, like specific foods that you don't like?
um, do you mean like related to my arthritis or
No, I just mean in general.
um? Baked beans for a while was something I like for years I couldn't touch like just the texture or like the mushy texture when you like bite into them and stuff. I couldn't handle it. And then I don't know what it was. I think I
These
was
are
just
such first world problems.
I know.
Oh dear.
Um, and then I think it was because I was working in a calf, and I don't know if it was just like, like exposure therapy or something, like constantly being around baked beans. One day I was just like,
Yeah.
do you know what? I fancy that for my lunch today with chips, and yeah,
Oh wow.
it no, but it was that big of a milestone. I actually told my dad about it. I was like, Dad, I like baked beans now. Are you proud of me?
It's like well, when I was a kid, I was a really fussy eater. I
Yeah.
didn't realize because fussy eating. I sort of realized now, looking back at it, it was a anxiety thing.
Mm.
I had no control over it. If I like ate a carrot, I would throw it up.
Oh wow.
Like it was really bad. But my mum told me the day I started being a fussy eater was when my brother came back from the hospital after he was born.
Oh
And
yeah.
I must have been so jealous. Apparently, we were both on a high chair. My mum gave us both like some porridge
Yeah.
or something, and I just picked up the bowl and threw it. And then all I'd eat for like years is like sausages and chips and nothing else. It was
Mm.
awful.
Yeah, I've never
I can't
really
believe like I used to be that fussy now because I'll eat anything now.
yeah, I don't think I've ever really been that like fussy with things. Like obviously there's things that I've found I don't like olives, not going near them. Haven't ever tried. Actually, no, I think I have tried one, once, and no, not touching them. Um, but like I've never been. I don't think I've ever been fussy like that.
I was forced to like olives because of my condition. This is it's one of the only things I can eat without taking any insulin.
Oh no.
Well, no, it's good because I like them now. But like,
Mm.
yeah, I don't think I ever would have tried olives again if not for becoming diabetic.
Sorry, it's
But
just making me think of like when you tell people that you've got like diabetes or something, they're like, "Oh, you should try this." Like, imagine if someone actually said olives and you go, "Oh yeah, that one actually works." If they actually gave you helpful advice instead of just, "Here, try this kale juice."
I don't want kale juice.
Neither do I. I don't think it's gonna help whatsoever.
No. Have you ever had people like give you advice about arthritis and it just annoys you because
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, I, I know exactly what you mean. Oh my God, grates
Um,
on me so much.
I'm trying to think. There was one time in secondary school. It annoys me now looking back at it. At the time, because I think I was a bit more naive to it then, because I was like
Yeah.
12, and I was like, "Oh, this person like wants to help my, condition," and they're an adult, so like, of course, I'm gonna trust what they say.
What
Yeah,
did they say?
they were like, my mum, and I'm pretty sure this guy was probably in his like 40s or something, so his mum is probably like, elderly, you know more what you'd expect of someone having arthritis. And he was like, "Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
my mum drinks this thing of I think it was apple cider vinegar and cloves or something." And
Oh my God.
I think I
And then
think
she just sprung up out of bed. She was fine.
I think the sad part about that was 12-year-old me convincing my dad to buy these things and
Oh,
then convincing him to actually make the concoction.
oh, that's awful. Was it horrible
Because
tasting?
it was. And like it was so bad.
Oh
And
my
we were
God,
like
I haven't heard anything like that. Thank God.
yeah. Um yeah, that was what I was given. Um yeah.
Awful. What do you think if you had a superpower and the super? Have you ever seen? Oh, I've forgotten what the show's called.
Mm.
Never mind. But basically, there's this show where people get superpowers, but the superpower is like a reflection of their personality. So like
Okay.
the guy who's really shy can go invisible, and the girl who's like a slag gets like super horny powers. It's a really good show. I've forgotten what it's called.
I don't know. Are you
What
trying
do you
to
think
ask
I
me
would have?
your one?
Yeah, and I'll pick one for you.
uh
I
you
think you'll be like, like a Rogue in X-Men, where she
uh
she touches people and she drains their powers.
yeah.
Like that's what you do, but you just move your pain from your body to another person.
No, I'd actually hate that. Like I know
You'd have to wear gloves.
I know people always think of um like I wouldn't even wish like this on my worst enemy. Like
What if they
like
were really horrible though? What if it
give
was Hitler?
give me I was about to say, give me a scenario. What have they done?
Just like a Holocaust and war crimes.
This
Would
is
you do it then?
uh maybe I'll give them my arthritis
Yeah.
then, yeah. Hmm.
Do you
Don't
want to ask
apologise.
me anything about diabetes? I could tell you.
Yeah.
Go, feel free. I'm
Um
ready. Oh, look at this, by the way.
Oh. Oh my god, it looks like your
Yeah,
orangutan on your Twitch.
yeah, that you drew for me.
Mm.
The thing is, I'm just so bad at staying in a routine, and
Yeah,
oh
me
god,
too.
it's awful.
Yeah, I haven't streamed for a while either.
No, I know.
And I
I
also
feel like
haven't
we're a bit
Twitched for a
similar in that fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's actually like kind of odd how similar we are. I
yeah,
found.
both different kinds of crypts.
Yeah.
We both shit at communicating.
Yep.
I mean, I think I'm considerably worse than you.
Mm.
Like a lot of the time, you'll reach out to me, and I will just see it and then forget. Or or like today,
I
you messaged me on like two different things.
yeah. Well, that was just because like we agreed to do this thing today, and I was like,
Yeah.
I need him to respond, so I'm messaging him on everything I can.
To be fair, I didn't forget. I didn't forget, but I cleaned the house today, and then when you messaged me, I was in the car, so I messaged you when I got back.
Mm.
Oh, it's horrible being ill. Although
Yeah, I
it
hate
makes
being ill.
when I'm like bunged up like I am now, kind of makes me feel like Christmas. I think I must have gotten ill around Christmas a lot when I was younger.
Mm. Yeah, no, it's really weird because obviously my medications and just my arthritis alone being an autoimmune disease means that
Mm.
my
Oh my god, mine's autoimmune.
yeah, that's
Yay!
for type 1 diabetes, not type 2,
Hurrah!
just type 1. So if you've got type 2 diabetes, sorry, you're not diseased like us.
You're not in the club, mate. It's a choice. It's a choice to get
Your
because you could
name's
get type
not
two
down, you're
as
not coming in.
I mean, getting type 2 isn't a choice all the time. I
No.
mean, you can make a lot of bad choices and end up with type 2, but you can just get it.
Yeah, I
But
think
if you're really, really bad and you've got type 2, you will essentially get type 1, but it's all your fault. Not like me.
yeah. I think, well, because my mum has diabetes. I believe it's type 2. Um, but I think hers was hereditary. I think she said
Yeah.
it came from like her dad or something. Um, but she's currently not doing very well. Her kidneys are playing up. So, yay.
Oh, poo.
Yeah.
Look at all of us crips crippling around the world.
Get in our crip. No.
Cringe.
Um,
Yeah. To crip is a verb,
yeah, it
and
is.
we be cripping.
We keep jumping around topics. I don't know what we're talking about.
Welcome to the world behind the screen, where we share our thoughts and dreams, but we can't share our cake or sweets. It's hard to believe, given all the inventions, that I can hand you a cup of tea or steal one of your cookies. Virtual reality sucks. Virtual reality sucks. I've got snacks that you can have, but we can't share them through a screen. Virtual reality sucks. Virtual reality
Something I am interested in, so because I know you've mentioned to me before, like there's certain foods you're not allowed and like stuff. Like,
Well, it's not so much that. I'm allowed. I can eat anything I want. I just have to take the appropriate amount of insulin. But there are some foods. I mean, obviously, it's quite rare that I eat rice
Yeah, I'm
because
very
that
aware.
just sends it through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
What have you got for your tea time?
Uh, I had Papa John's. I still have half of the pizza left. I told you about my virtual reality sucks segment that I do on this podcast.
Oh yeah,
But I was gonna make it diabetic edition, which is basically just
I'm disabled. Yeah.
what foods could I possibly have that you can't right now that would like annoy you a bit?
Rice.
Right, I'm gonna go get myself some Uncle Ben's rice now. Just forget
No,
forget the Papa John's.
specifically dry special fried rice from the Chinese. Oh, that's my
I
favorite.
yeah, I've been getting egg fried rice a lot recently instead.
I used to be so good at chicken egg fried rice because when I was for like 2 years of my life, I worked out every day. I went for a run every day, and I had the same meal every day, and it was chicken and rice.
Nice.
And I could like make that with my eyes closed. I don't know if I'm thinking about things that I can never really have. Like apparently chocolate is really bad, so I just never have chocolate.
Mm.
So I think maybe like I was never huge on chocolate anyway. See, I'm like the best person who ever became diabetic because I'm not a dessert person.
Fair enough.
But what are the chocolate biscuits UK? Because I know what I'm thinking, but I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, what, like
I'll tell you, I used to bring in dark chocolate digestives to work like every day.
oh yeah.
But so many things affect it, like stress, the weather. It's mad.
Yeah. Well, not so much. Well, sometimes the weather for me, but I've recently found that it's specifically cold and damp that, like, those two combined seems to be the ones that, like,
Moisture.
yeah. Because, like, when it's just been cold, I've usually had days where my joints are fine, but when it's, like, cold mixed with damp, that's when it seems to.
Oh, that's weird. That's like people who get like a metal rod in their leg, and they're like,
Yeah.
storm's coming. I can feel it in my rod.
That.
My friend has that. He got hit by a car. This is terrible. I've forgotten how stupid this is. When we were kids, um, a lady who, let's say, was vertically challenged, didn't see over her dashboard and crashed into it.
Vertically challenged. You can't
Yeah,
just say short. People
yeah, I
aren't
know,
going to
but I thought that
cancel
was
you for
better.
saying
Like,
short.
yeah, she was very short, unusually short,
Okay.
and she hit my friend on his bike, and he had a metal rod put in his leg.
Mm.
And like he says, every time a storm's coming, he can feel it.
That's weird.
Which is like the shittest superpower ever. What do you think about your? Do you have anything planned for your musical journey?
uh, just keep creating stuff, I guess, is sort of.
Yeah.
I haven't written lyrics for a few months now. Um, I guess I've sort of hit like some sort of writer's block. It's probably because I've been I had like a hyperfixation on Suno for a while.
Oh
And I
yeah,
think
I
all
know.
my
I
lyric
know.
writing ability
Just
is
poured into that.
yeah. And so now my brain
Yeah.
is like, can we have a break, please?
I'm quite excited because I went on Suno yesterday
Mm.
and I've seen that you can actually edit the stems on
Yeah,
Suno now,
yeah,
which is mad.
yeah.
Because I was thinking about like getting one of the songs I'd done and exporting it without the vocals and then just doing my own vocals over the top.
Oh yeah.
because that's like effortless,
Yeah.
basically. But then I sort of realised I'll be sat in this tiny house just shouting for like hours, and I've got neighbours.
Oh yeah. Damn neighbours.
I know. They're
Getting in the
nice
way of our
neighbours.
music creations.
I know. So sad. Have you used the keyboard yet?
No, I still need to get the cable for it.
Oh, the bloody cable, Jesus Christ. See, we're as bad as each other. It took me
Yeah.
like 3 months to send it to you.
It would take me about the same amount of time to buy the fucking cable for it.
It's literally, it costs like nothing. You could do it. I can't believe that wasn't there though. There was a lot
I
of
know.
random shit in that box.
Yeah.
Like, there were a few plectrums that I must have forgotten about, and like a CD. And I was
Yeah.
like, how the hell
I'll
did
always
these get
take
into this
plectrums, by the
keyboard
way.
box?
Like, even though I
Huh?
don't play my guitar, I will collect plectrums like keychains.
I do love plectrums.
Hmm.
They're... The thing is, you get to a point where you find like the perfect sort of thickness for you.
Yeah.
It's, getting a good plectrum is like the perfect, like, it's got to be just thick enough. You want like a bit of stretch, but not too much,
Oh god.
just so that
I.
you can feel it go in.
Oh god.
I'm not. Hey, I'm unapologetically me. What are you gonna do? Apart from when I said vertically challenged, that
Yeah.
was. Oh
See,
dear.
that's when I thought we were trying to be tame for YouTube. You know.
Vertically challenged. Hmm.
Yeah, I understand the struggles of being vertically challenged.
Oh, you're not that bad, are you?
Um,
What is your
I'm like,
tallness?
I think I'm like 5 foot.
That's not too bad. That's just generally a bit small. It's not like,
No,
holy
but
crap, she's a mouse. Because I'm like a tiny bit tall, only a tiny bit. Have you been playing any games recently?
a lot of repo, which if there's anyone watching who's not a gamer,
Hey, gamer.
it's like a game where there's like you have a cart and you like collect items to like put in a um if anyone has played Lethal Company, actually, it's kind of like that, but not as scary.
I don't know. I don't know what either of these games are.
Okay. James
What
isn't
is
being
Lethal
helpful.
Company? Sorry.
Lethal Company is the same thing. There's like you're in a spaceship. You have to get a certain amount of, you have to collect things to get a certain amount of money to like load at like the
I'm going to
thing.
Google it. What's it called
Uh,
again?
uh, the one I've been playing is called Repo.
I've seen videos of Lethal Company.
Yeah, you would have seen stuff from
Yeah. Oh, and I've had this advertised to me
it.
quite a bit. Repo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've literally just been playing Dark Tide,
Oh.
which is like what's the bloody Left 4 Dead? It's like Left 4 Dead. Have you played that?
No, but I think I've heard of it.
Zombies.
Okay, yeah.
So that's it. But
Yeah.
it's not zombies. It's like space demons, which is like my cup of tea. I love that.
Hmm. Sounds interesting. Yeah, this because this goes on my drawing skeleton channel, which is just arthritis and then art creative esque things combined. Because
Well,
whilst
Jemsky, we are artists.
yeah,
So
we're
this is just an artist discussion.
yeah,
Would you like to see some art? Here
yeah,
is a Lego Balrog which I made.
Nice. I want
Does
to
that?
get more Lego. The only problem is we already struggle for space here in our flat.
Oh God, you don't have to tell me. Like you could literally. I mean, look.
Yeah,
There's nowhere else for any of that shit to go.
yeah,
Oh yeah, we've got so much crap. So much crap.
yeah. That's the thing with ADHD and stuff as well. You just like you don't really think about like where to put the thing when you buy the thing. You're just like, I want the thing. This makes
Oh
me
God, I don't
happy.
know. I've gotten quite good at it, but then again, I'm 33. It's taken me a while. It's like over the past year, we have bought um an air fryer, like a really big air fryer.
Oh yeah.
So I had to figure out, do we have room for this air fryer before I bought it because I really wanted it, and a slow cooker as
Yeah,
well. But like we sort of they've got their own place and it's fine. But at the time, I was like, where the fuck am I going to put these things?
yeah.
Like it just.
We sort of had
Whereas
the
like
same thing with appliances at the for a little while because we've got like a really small kitchen. Um like literally only like two people could probably like well it's sort of like a kitchen and living room like area, so like there's space, but
uh,
if you're just in the kitchen, it's literally space for literally just two people.
the thing is,
And
it annoys. Sorry, go on.
sorry,
I
and we
didn't mean
also
to
don't have
interrupt.
a lot of counter space because of that. So like we got excited getting like an air fryer and then a blender and then and like other stuff. I'm like, we don't have the workspace to keep these things on.
Yeah, I know. I've got a
Like,
blender and all sorts, but I keep it in a cupboard,
yeah,
and
well
I like never use it.
ours are on top of our cupboards because we also don't have a lot of cupboard space.
Oh, blimey. Well, that's what annoys me about my kitchen, right?
Mm,
Is that I would prefer to have a situation like yours, like what yours sounds like, because I see other houses down our road, because these are all like really small houses, and I
yeah.
look in the windows because I'm a cheeky boy, and like they've got the wall knocked down,
Yeah.
and there's just like sort of a counter in between the kitchen and the living room.
Yeah.
Whereas us, it's just two really small rooms for us, and I
Yeah.
feel like it feels so much bigger if we just had that.
Mm. Well, we are looking to hopefully um like get a council place and move because this isn't really that great.
Yeah, I would like a council place, but like it takes so long to get anything.
Yeah, well, we're hoping to sort of use my disability and
Hell yeah!
things to sort of help
How dare you!
push
I'm a
that
cripple.
along a little bit. Yeah.
The thing is, I'm not very good at like milking my own disability like people do.
Oh no, neither am I. I have someone else to do that for me. Also, lights.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I I just hate complaining.
Yeah. I'm not a confrontational person at all.
I mean, I
Uh
work in customer services. I get the other end of it all the bloody time. I don't want to
yeah.
be that guy. I don't want to be that guy who rings you up and says, "I've got diabetes," and you were late delivering my pizza. I did actually complain about that once, and then I felt so bad I never did it again.
Yeah, no, I can't. Like there are probably times where like it's like reasonable for me to, but I just can't.
I really just can't be asked with it. It's like I already live with this
Well, for me,
annoying
it's
thing.
anxiety of like, what if this person doesn't like me confronting them and retaliates back? I can't handle that.
Oh, don't worry, Jimsky, that goes away with age. Once
Let's
you
hope
just
so,
like,
because
I hate everyone. It's fine. Oh, oh no! I used to be really bad. Like, I was so anxious. I couldn't really stand in a queue or anything. And
oh
like,
wow,
I look at myself then and like now, where I'm just stood there, like the guy in front of me is getting like 20 lottery tickets, and I'm annoyed. Like,
Yeah, I've never had like anxiety like that where I like. Well, for me, it's having to make a phone call. I get like
I
that.
hate that
I
too.
cannot
Yeah.
do it. I, like unless someone is sat with me, like uh, to do the phone call, I cannot do it on my own.
I
And
don't
it
know what
doesn't
it is
even
about me
matter
and
if
the
I
phone.
like know the person. Like even like it could be like my girlfriend, for example. Um,
Mm.
but I cannot do it.
I, I've right. Let's begin with this story. So I moved out years ago with my friend, and we were in this flat together.
Mm,
And one day we get a letter through the door saying that we owe the energy company like £6,000.
yeah.
And and I was like, no, this has got to be false. So I'm going to ring him. And this before he came back from work. So like I rung them up and I was like, look, I need to talk about this like £6,000 charge. By the end of the phone call, I don't know how this happened. He was trying to sell me something, and I was like, no, no, I don't want to. I don't want a meter so that I can see my energy. I want to take care of this £6,000. And how did that happen? Like, I've got no idea. And then when he got home, he rang them up and sorted it like that. And I was like, what did I say and do to go like the opposite way in that
Yeah.
situation? I've got no idea.
It's more. I think it's more so if I have like an important phone call, like if I have to make an appointment for something, or like uh, like um like appointment phone calls. Um, I'm like, I need another person here because whilst I do have a brain and can speak for myself, a lot of the time my brain just goes blank,
Yeah, no, I get
and
you. It's
words
like,
are not happening now.
you'll ring up and be like, oh, I need to make an appointment. And they'll be like, oh, okay, what's your NHS number? And you're like, oh, uh, one.
Yeah. Or like I just like I'll be thinking of it, and then as soon as the like call picks up, I'll immediately forget like why I need the appointment.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get you. I'm the same as that. I suppose that must be an anxiety thing, mustn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's just the way I've always been. I know a lot of people get weirded out by phone calls in general.
I think I think there's also an ADHD element in there. Think
Oh,
of
possibly, yeah.
the I can't think of the terminologies for it, but I'm sure if anyone who watches this who has ADHD could probably tell me. Um, like when I've had good mobility, like years, days, whatever, I do notice, like, although even now, like, I fidget so much, and like, I'm always, like, during like 2017 to like 2020, and my mobility was like really good within those like sort of 3.5 years, and I cannot tell you. I think almost every day I was out walking somewhere, which is like unheard of for me now. But like that's clearly the ADHD of like needing to, do something like
Go like that, yeah.
yeah, the hyperactiveness. Like it was definitely there, but because you know joints
The thing
don't
is, like,
work.
with yeah. Do you think you would ever accept it if they were like, look, we got this new thing. We're going to replace your arms and legs with robot arms and legs. Would you
um,
do it?
I don't know. Maybe I might. Can
It'd be
they?
really cool.
If they're legs, can they make me taller?
Yeah, like really, like
Can they make me?
obtusely long legs with like built-in. There's a button and heels come out.
Yeah, that would save me so much money on heels. If I just had robot legs, that like I could press
Would
a
you-
button and just heels pop out.
Because you're spending so much on them now.
Yeah, I know. With my crippled ankles, there's no way.
But you could have like, like a little oven in your arm to like, pop in a sausage roll, heat it up. Um, what
I'm
would be
just
good?
sorry. I'm just thinking how like just weird that would be if you were like sat like on a train next to somebody and they've just
They just
they
open up their arm and pop in a sausage
yeah,
roll.
they've ordered like a sausage roll from Greg's earlier that morning, and they've they're on their way home from work. They've only just been able to like get it out now, and they like I don't want to eat it cold, so they just open their arm oven and like like
No, you gotta heat it up first. It's like you gotta put on gas mark 4
yeah,
and then wait for 10 minutes.
like could you be could you imagine being just like a regular human, like looking over and watching that, like what?
No, it would be normal. It would be normal. We're talking about the future. You know,
Oh right,
where
yeah.
like everyone travels through tube, and not the tube, like Futurama, where they just go in the tubes,
Oh yeah.
and you're heating up a saucy on the way to work.
Saucy.
Well,
A saucy.
yeah, saucy, lovely saucy.
Oh, I'm gonna point that out in the edit.
What do you think the future will like? What would be some really cool futuristic developments for the
uh,
world?
like serious answers or joke answers?
Anything,
Okay.
anything.
I mean, less like homophobia and transphobia and all that stuff would be nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Also, happy Pride.
Oh, is it Pride today?
It's Pride Month.
Oh
Or-
shit! I had no idea. Normally they make a big deal out of it at work. Oh, it's probably because I wasn't in last week, because that's when it would have started. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't. Started on Monday. I don't know.
Also, you work at right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we
Yeah.
we
I
join the
don't-
parades every year.
Oh,
We
okay.
actually do. Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't. I wouldn't have expected to be that into Pride, if I'm honest.
Oh, they really are. They really are. Honestly, I think it's a PR thing. But
Probably all companies do it. No,
yeah,
it's actually so funny. As soon as Pride Month hits, the amount of logos that suddenly turn rainbow.
yeah. I know it's mad. I quite like it though. It's quite nice.
Yeah, but it's like that's not the point. They should like. It's okay
Yeah, I
if they're
know.
like consistent about it throughout the year, but the fact that like they only do stuff like that as soon as Pride Month hits, yeah, it's definitely a PR thing because as much as people hate the gays, we do we do put a lot of money into stuff. There is money to be earned
I would,
with the
as
gays.
CEO of Evil Industry, would like to thank the gays. We love you, the gays, and we support you. Keep being gay.
Yes.
But me, I'm not gay. Jesus.
I'm definitely gay.
I know you're well gay. I'm probably like, I think a higher amount of gay than a normal guy. Probably like 30% gay. I don't know. I always end up getting bromances. And the thing is, like, the closer two guys get, the gayer they get.
Yeah. Yeah, they
It's
do.
really true.
It's,
I can't imagine, like, having a really close guy friend and not being like, "Love you, babe," or something. Like, I reckon, like, not accepting the feminine side of yourself is really homophobic.
yeah.
But I don't know. I don't have friends like that, so I'm not sure if that
Yeah.
even exists. Well, it must do, but
I don't know. It just like I think it shows that you're clearly comfortable as a man and your sexuality if like you can openly say, yeah, I think I'm like 30% gay
yeah,
because
probably to be fair.
not many men will just outright say stuff like that.
I mean, I just appreciate a man. I appreciate men. They're great, but no willies and bums. That's my one rule.
just some balls on a shoulder.
I mean, just for me, I don't mind. Yeah, balls on the shoulder is like my limit. Maybe I'll lick it, but that's it.
Now everyone knows what kind of foreplay you're into.
Well, I like 5 play. I skip 4 play.
Oh.
Go straight to 10 play. I wonder what 10 play would be. Well, it's like
I have no idea.
just like not even touching, just instant. Oh God, no, that's penis. It scared me. I wasn't expecting it. Did you ever have it when you were a child and you were like on the computer, and then you accident like a pop up comes up and you see more than you ever wanted to see in your life? I had that as a child on Super Cheats, trying to find cheats for Pokemon Red.
Oh.
Willies. I was terrified.
That's the percentage of gay you are. As soon as
It totally is.
as soon as you see a screen full of willies, you're terrified.
Ah!
Before that, you're fine.
Yeah. Like, I know they're there. It's like ants. I know I'm near an ant right now. But if I saw like
Yeah.
10 of them, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah. It is mad though that like no one ever comments on that, but that is a thing where like as soon as you see like a whole load of like the same bug in one area, all of a sudden
Oh,
people are like,
yeah.
that's a
It's
bit
a
odd.
shitstorm. Oh, here's a question that I heard a while ago. How many owls would you have to see in one day before you got suspicious?
Like 2 or 3.
What would you think? What would you think once you saw 3 owls?
I don't know.
They're following me.
The Harry Potter.
Oh dear.
The Harry Potter convention is
The HPC, yeah, I am aware of it.
Well, I was just thinking. I was trying to think what owls like could be a part of, and I thought of like the messenger owls from Harry Potter. So I was like,
Yeah, to be fair, it's the only thing, isn't it? What
yeah,
else do
or
owls do? They have no
like if I was to think of a
domestic reason.
reason why there might be a lot of them in a certain area, like unless we're near a zoo or like some sort of medieval like reenactment convention thing,
Oh my God.
or Harry Potter.
I remember like when all of my stories today are about me being a kid, but I was a child in a car going through Aylesbury, which is a town nearby, and they had like a Renaissance fair on, but we didn't go to it.
Yeah.
But we were in a multi-story car park, and there's this guy like all dressed,
Yeah.
like obviously couldn't remember where he parked, but it looks like he just time traveled to the future, and he was just in this multi-story car park like. Ah! And that's like one of my core memories.
That sounds awesome.
I just remember finding it hilarious. Have you ever been to a con?
I recently went to Comic-Con.
Oh, which one?
Um, Comic-Con.
Yeah, but they've got different names, don't they? Is it the one in
um,
London?
this was in London, yeah.
Comic Con recent. MCM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I went
recently
there.
went there. I attempted, I'm gonna say attempted, a cosplay of the character Clary Fairchild from Shadowhunters. You can search her up. Um, I'll probably put a picture um, of what she actually looks like and then what I looks like.
I I went years and years ago with my ex went like every year,
Yeah.
and she was really into like the cosplay and stuff, and I was like, okay, fuck it, let's do it. And my first one I did as Gandalf, and I had a very good Gandalf cosplay. Like I even like had a working pipe that I would put my baggie in and actually smoke,
Oh, that's awesome.
and I had a staff and everything. And
I
but
imagine
some
you'd do a better Gandalf now with that beard.
oh yeah, but it's not grey, and it's not big enough either.
You could
I
like
don't think.
um dye it
I'll
grey or
s-
something.
I'll see if I can find a picture after this and send it to you because there's a picture of me and Kenny Baker, who was the dwarf who was inside of R2D2.
Oh yeah.
Um, I remember being so starstruck when I saw him. Like I went into a room and there's him just like sat there and he went, "Hello, Gandalf," like literally like that, and I went, got got the picture done, and then I just left without saying a word, and then I was like, "Idiot, idiot."
Or wait, it's Gandalf. Wait, no, what's the other wizard? The brown one. Something.
Radagast,
Yeah, you can be him now.
Radagast the Brown. I suppose. Well, I met a Radagast there,
Oh,
and that was a really good cosplay because they had the whole like moss in the beard and everything. Like it
yeah.
was really, really good. And but the thing which I wasn't prepared for because I'd never been to a con before is that if you do a good cosplay, people are going to talk to you.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was really taken aback by it because as soon as we got in, the Radagast the Brown character came up to me and was going, my old friend Gandalf," and I was like, "Oh, hello," you know. And then
Yeah.
there was this girl who just like jumped in front of me and said, "Tell me I can't pass, tell me I can't pass," and I was like, "Oh God!" Oh.
Yeah.
Like now, I'd be prepared for that, and I'd actually probably have enough energy, and
Yeah.
you know,
See, I'm kind of glad that for while I was happy with the cosplay I did, and considering this was my first Comic Con, um, like, um, I'm kind of glad I chose something that clearly was quite niche because I didn't see anyone else, dressed as like a shadow hunter or anything, and I don't think
it's funny you should
anyone
say that because
recognized that I was like, even though I had the runes like drawn on me,
yeah,
I don't think anyone recognized that that's
because
what I was.
when I did go to the cons with my ex, she would shadow hunt cosplay every time. I think
Oh,
at least once, definitely.
yeah. I don't know.
I can't
Or
remember what. Oh
maybe
no, she was Minnie Mouse, and then she did a shadow hunter one. I
okay.
remember now.
Or maybe it was the mobility scooter. Like
You should do
like
a Professor X.
yeah, see, that's exactly what I didn't want to do because it's
Oh,
obvious.
fair enough.
No,
Yeah.
because it's obvious I'm in a mobility scooter. I'm disabled. Pick the pick the character that's in a wheelchair. Like no, that's too like. I just feel like it's too obvious and like boring. I was like, no, I want to.
Well, it's like I
Besides, I
remember
don't even
listening.
know like because I've never watched any of the X-Men movies. So
Hmm.
for me to cosplay as a
Oh
character
yeah,
that I barely know
yeah. Fair enough. I can understand that.
isn't fair.
Well, I remember listening to a podcast that I used to listen to a long time ago,
Mm.
and one of the guys on it was like, basically, he was like, whenever I put on a costume, I'm just cosplaying as the fat version of that character,
Yeah,
and you're basically just playing the disabled version of whatever character you dress up
yeah.
as,
Well, I said
and
to
I'm diabetic Gandalf.
yeah. Well, I said to because we went with a couple of we went with Emmy and her husband Phil from our D&D group, um, and she had seen the series Shadowhunters and knew like who I was trying to cosplay as, and I said to her, s- sorry for spoilers in case anyone hasn't seen it, but basically there's a scene in one of the episodes in the series where Clary is pushed off of the roof of a building and lands on a car. Now, in the world of Shadowhunters, she's able to heal
I
from
can
that
see
just
where this is
fine.
going.
But I was like, I'm the version of what Clary actually, what would have actually
Oh
happened to
no,
Clary
my
if she
powers!
was a human.
That's
if
hilarious.
if she was a mundane and didn't have the ability to heal herself from that, um, I'm Clary after that.
Who do you think is like a fictional character that you are very much like? Because I know my one.
um, I have no idea.
Someone said this to me years ago. They said that I'm just like Fry from Futurama, and I had the
Um,
jacket as well. Maybe not so much anymore with the beard and the bald head.
I don't know. I haven't like I've heard of Futurama, but honestly, I haven't watched it as much to like know the
Oh,
characters that well.
Jimsky,
I know. I'm
it's so
sorry.
good. I mean, it's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm
I
not
don't
as
judge you.
cultured as everyone else.
I wouldn't say that Futurama is culture. It's pop culture, isn't it?
Mm,
There aren't like clans of people. You know, like after Avatar came out,
yeah.
people went and lived in the woods. That's culture.
Yeah.
I've already made two Futurama references already. That's mad. I don't even watch it that much.
I I'd like to think I don't know what character I am like completely, but I'd like to think that a part of me could be Styles from Teen Wolf, which is a character that you're not gonna know much of either. But
I don't know that. Goddamn awful, Jesus.
it's series about like werewolves and supernatural and
Oh,
all
is it
that
very
stuff.
Twilighty? Oh God.
Um, no, because it's better.
Okay, let me ask you the Twilight question. This is what I ask everyone who I work with this question.
Yeah.
Would you rather kiss a vampire, kiss a werewolf?
Um.
You have to pick.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I think I think vampire, and only because I'm thinking of, like if we're thinking of werewolves from Twilight where they shapeshift into actual wolves. Dogs lick their own asses, and
Okay, that is
I don't.
gross, right? But you picked necrophilia. It was
Mm.
between necrophilia and bestiality, Jemsky.
Oh no. What a way to out myself.
Oh, I've been trying to think of a way to come out for years. Oh.
Never before has anyone asked me that question. Finally, I'm freed. Uh, but yeah, my favorite quote from the character styles from Teen Wolf is I'm 147 pounds of pale skin and fragile bones. Sarcasm is my only defense.
Nice.
And I
I
just
like
want
that.
to live by that philosophy.
I'm not sure if I'm good at sarcasm. Oh yeah, no, I am. I must be.
I'm good at just like taking the piss a bit.
Yeah, I mean we're English. That's what we do.
Yeah.
It's like I was watching this video recently of this American dude uh, who came to England to sort of study all the different accents.
Yeah.
And I can't remember where I'm going with this. Oh yeah, so he met this dude, this northern guy, and he could barely understand some of the stuff he was saying.
Yeah.
And basically was like, right, we're going to the pub. People are going to make fun of you, but that's normal. So don't get offended. And he was like, oh, okay, because their culture is so different. You know, if you bump into like a really good friend at the pub, you're like, all right, you wanker.
Yeah.
Bleh, bleh.
Yeah.
Who do you think is your favorite Marvel person?
Uh
Or are you not a big Marvel fan? No, you're not, are you?
Marvel's okay. I just haven't
Just not
uh
X-Men.
I, no, I generally haven't like watched a lot of the movies. I kind of like Ant
I
Man, but I don't know
yeah,
if that's because I like the actor who played it because he
Paul Rudd,
was
yeah.
from Friends.
Is that what? Really?
Yeah,
Jesus. I would not think that
the
you liked him
guy,
from
the
that.
guy who played Ant Man
Paul Rudd, yeah.
was Mike in Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that's mad.
yeah,
Because that's almost beyond my time.
I know.
Oh, I love Friends. A lot of people hate it,
No, I
but
love
I thought it was
Friends.
great.
Yeah.
Um, have you seen anything else with Paul Rudd in it? Because
Um,
he's really good. I like him a lot.
I don't think so. I think I'd like to.
You should watch the film I Love You, Man.
Okay.
It's about like Paul Rudd's character.
Yeah.
He's asked his girlfriend to marry him, and he's basically like oh, I don't know how to word it. Like he's friends with all the girls. He doesn't have a best friend,
Okay.
and he sort of goes home early, and hears all of the girls talking, being like, "Isn't it so weird that he doesn't have any mates?"
Mhm.
And it becomes a film that's like all like his fiance trying
Yeah.
to get him out there to go meet a best friend, like a best friend would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. I only watched it recently. It's quite an old film, but I was like, wow, this was actually a really cool concept. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like that. I might yeah, I might check that out.
I'm not sure what we've got.
Well,
I did just do a big shop.
the way we work because my sleep patterns are dreadful and I'm not usually
Hmm.
awake till like 1 p.m. is our lunch and dinner sort of gets combined a lot of the time.
Oh, fair enough.
And then we
Yeah.
just get snacks from the shop downstairs to sort of
You
fill in the
got a
rest of the
shop
time.
in your building?
There's like a little like corner shop thing. Not in our building, but like in the within the complex because there's like like different blocks of
Oh my god, that's so
flats.
cool.
Yeah, it's so cool, especially because otherwise, the nearest like shop to us is Tesco, uh, which is like 15 minutes in a car.
Oh, blimey.
And
I
like
mean, that's the sort of shop I did today.
probably
I
more like
drove to Asda.
probably more like 10 minutes actually. I'm not very good with like
Well,
distance.
there's another symptom of ADHD for you.
Probably. Or I'm
I got a
just,
little.
shit at maths.
Oh, don't worry. Everyone's shit at maths, really. The people who aren't are just really good guessers. Who needs to be good now that we've got calculators?
This is true. I keep hearing like older people being like, "Do you remember when we had teachers telling us that we won't always have a
Yeah.
calculator on us?" And
That's
now
so
we
true.
literally,
I was one of them. Because I was like, when I was in school doing my GCSEs,
yeah,
it was the pre-smartphone era.
yeah,
So some people had like a fancy phone with a calculator on it, but most people
yeah.
just had Snake.
Do you know what? I think I'd be happy with Snake.
Oh, I love Snake. There's something so different about like back in the day having Snake on your phone than
Mm.
there is today downloading all of these different games
Yeah,
and like I was over the fucking moon that I had Snake on my phone. Whereas
yeah,
now I could emulate a PlayStation 2 if I wanted to.
yeah. I
And,
remember my dad, he had one of them old like Nokia phones, and I think he had
hmm,
Yahtzee on it.
Yahtzee.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
like the yacht, like I remember there was a Yahtzee game on it. Like you can have Snake on there. He had Yahtzee.
That's so random.
I know, but I thought that was like the coolest thing. Even though I'm of the generation where like I've sort of grown up with smartphones, and yet
Yeah.
to me the coolest thing was the fact that my dad on this little phone with just like buttons on it, he could play Yahtzee.
See, I don't know why. There's like something more fun about it being the only thing on your phone. I
Yeah.
don't know. Because my friend had a helicopter game, I remember, where it was kind of like Flappy Bird, but you like
Okay.
hold the button to make it go up, and otherwise it goes down.
Yeah.
And um, and that was like the coolest fucking game in the world. Like everyone was like, "Can I borrow your phone?"
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the hardest thing when I became diabetic was
Mm.
not snacking anymore
Oh yeah.
because that's just something I can't really do. Or it'd
Yeah.
be if I did, it would be an absolute pain to manage.
Yeah.
Because I used to like just slowly eat things every day and like maybe not even have lunch or dinner, just have like biscuits all day or something. I don't know.
Yeah. That's sort of a lot of the way I eat sometimes.
Oh, I just miss like having one biscuit or something
Yeah.
without having to think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't imagine that.
I used to at work bring in. Do you know Tuck biscuits?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to bring in like a big pack of Tucks, and every time someone came to talk to me at my desk, I'd be like, "Fancy a Tuck?" I was the Tuck boy.
James offering tuck services.
Yeah,
Okay,
fancy a Tuck. And I used to like cheddars as well, not mini cheddars, normal cheddars.
yeah.
And once I remember I really wanted a sandwich, but all I had was cheese and cucumbers. So I could eat that. Oh my god, maybe this would be my new thing. Um, I'd I'd put like a bit of cheese in between two slices of cucumber and like eat that. It was really nice. I can do that. I've just realised, so I might start doing that. It's a very posh little nibbly thing, isn't it?
Yeah. But hey, we figured we found a snack for you.
Yay!
Yay!
I mean, I can eat cheese, I can eat nuts, I can eat protein. It just has to have no sugar and no carbs in it.
Yeah. See, that's the thing that I think that's the thing that I don't know if I want to say surprised me, but like about the carbs thing, how that like so you literally can't like how carbs contribute to your sugars.
Well, it's a bit weird because it's like it's all about glucose. It's not actually about sugar. It's
Yeah.
like sugar breaks down into glucose
Yeah.
very quickly, and carbs is like a slow release glucose.
Yeah.
So oh, I don't know. I'm not sure how to describe this. Like, if I have a sandwich, my blood's going to go up like that, and it's going to stay up like that for
Yeah.
like it's just going to carry on going up for ages, for like a couple of hours. So I take the insulin to make it come back down.
Yeah.
But with sugar, it just goes what? So I only really have that when I'm having a hypo, when I would need to have sugar.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really realize before how much carbs affect blood sugar.
Yeah. Because then, like, you have to think about, like, literally, like, you do have to think about literally everything you eat. And it must be weird because, like, most people are looking at carbs because they're on a diet and they need to count their calories. You have to look at them to be like, how much insulin do I have to need? Do I need to
Yeah,
take after
literally.
this?
But the thing is, it's different between every person as well. It's like, I say I'm sensitive to rice.
Yeah.
Another person might be sensitive to bread, which would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because bread, I'm okay with brown bread, but you should really just steer close to whole foods when you can. So anything that's not processed,
Yeah.
because they put a lot of crap in it. And I got this fancy bread from Asda today that was like no preservatives, and I'm like, whoa, whoa.
Okay.
I don't even know how much insulin I need for that, but I want to try it.
Mm.
Magic bread.
Magic bread. Very different from magic beans.
Indeed, I love beans. Beans is another thing I can eat. It's just fiber, I think.
Yeah.
What's your favourite kind of bean?
I just like baked beans. Now.
Yeah, me too. I can eat baked beans out the tin. Like,
I don't think I could do that.
I know a lot of people couldn't. I know that I'm weird, but I could. I've done
I
it.
was
I've
aware
done
that
it
you were
before.
weird. I was
Very
aware
true.
of your weirdness.
I'm a strange man
Hmm.
in a good way. I hope.
Yeah. Been a very just like sit and chat episode, which I quite like that actually. Um.
I told you it'd be good. It's it's like because like sort of a few minutes in, you just sort of forget you're even recording.
Yeah.
Because that's what I used to in my old one. But yeah, it's been very good.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me on this episode then. Um. I don't know what I'm gonna do
Oh,
for. Hmm?
just so everyone knows, I'm diabetic, but I also have IBS, which I believe stands for it's butt stuff, because it's definitely got something to do with my butt.
Ah, okay. Well, thank you everyone for. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be doing for the next episodes. Maybe James will come back, or maybe he's scared forever. Who knows? But
I've spoken with far less offensive people than you, Jemsky. Don't worry. I mean, far more. Jesus, you know what I
anyway,
mean.
yeah. Bye.
Brr.